Imagine for a second that you had the power to know exactly what women like and what they desire most. How would you use that power? I can tell you that if you could read women's minds, you'd probably be more confused and surprised. You'd realize that, for example, 80% of what women desire deeply in their hearts, they will never tell or ask a man for. Hello, this is the Be Masculine channel, and in this video, I'm going to reveal 7 things that women love the most but will never ask you for. I guarantee that the 6th thing will surprise you. Stay with me until the end of the video to find out what it is. Without further ado, let's get started. The first thing women want a man to do is to be unpredictable. A truly seductive and passionate man is one who is unpredictable. A man who knows how to evoke strong and intense emotions in a woman. Do you know what the opposite of an extremely passionate man is? A monotonous, stagnant man who always does the same things. He's a boring man. You can always predict what he will say or do. He always says the same things and takes a woman to the same places. To be a man who sparks passion and drives a woman crazy for you, it's necessary to break out of the monotonous routine. Do things that the woman cannot predict. If you become predictable to a woman, she will quickly lose interest in you. But of course, she will never tell you this. You'll notice through her actions. She will ignore you, leave you waiting somewhere, and you'll feel she's not that interested in you. Sometimes a woman simply disappears without explanation. Understand that if she doesn't respond to you or has vanished, it's because she isn't interested in you. If she liked you, she would show it and seek you out. She wouldn't be too proud or anything like that. Don't keep sending messages when she doesn't respond. You'll just be annoying her. Send one message, and if she doesn't reply, then move on. The second thing women desire is a man who knows how to listen. Learn to listen. It's no secret that women like to talk. Girls learn to speak much earlier than boys, therefore, expressing their feelings verbally is a natural part of being female. The problem is that most men don't dedicate time to actively listen to what a woman is saying. But here's the big secret: the more you listen to what a woman has to say and pay attention to her words, the more her mind projects good and positive sensations about you. This makes her feel much more attracted to you. Most men only engage in passive listening, and that's where the issue lies. Let me explain the difference between active and passive listening. Most people just pretend to listen to what the other person is saying without really paying attention. That's what we call passive listening. Active listening, on the other hand, involves truly focusing on what the woman is saying, asking questions, making eye contact, and showing agreement. This has immense power, and believe me, the more you learn to listen, the more control you'll have over the woman. Put this simple habit into practice, and you'll be amazed at the results. The third thing women desire is a man who isn't overly respectful. Yes, you heard that right. The big mistake most men make is treating a woman they're interested in the same way they treat their sisters or mothers. It's common to hear things like respect women, open the door for her, give her flowers, not to mention countless romantic comedy movies that teach men to be almost subservient to women. And yes, there's truth in that. However, if you truly want to seduce and win over a woman to the point where she wants to date you or even just have something more casual, you need to know how to play with her emotions, be bolder, and demonstrate with actions what you really want. These are things an overly respectful man will never be able to do. Tease her, touch her in a playful manner, and then you'll be more than just a woman's friend. Understand that I'm not telling you to be disrespectful or rude to women. Just don't be overly respectful, or what people usually call a suck up to women. Don't put them on a pedestal. That's the famous case of the nice guy who never gets the girl. That's why you need to be bold. Every woman has her angelic and princess side as well as her darker, more daring side. You need to know how to nurture both sides at the right moment. The fourth thing is dressing better. Imagine you meet a top-notch woman. She takes care of herself, does her hair and nails, spends a lot of money on her appearance, buys makeup, tans, takes care of her body, works, studies, has got her life together. She does everything a high-value woman does. And when she sets up a date, the guy shows up wearing a football jersey, shorts, and flip-flops. Be honest, do you think the woman will be attracted to this guy? Of course not. Learn to dress well. Investing in your appearance is almost like a doping for seduction. If you don't learn to dress well, remember that dressing well isn't about buying expensive clothes or specific brands. You'll be ahead of the other guys because you'll eliminate most of the competition with this simple habit of dressing well. The fifth thing is being in control. Do you know one of women's biggest fantasies? A man who is in control. Feminine women love it when their man is in control. So the next time you go out with a girl, don't act as if you're with your mom. For example, when you're entering a restaurant, choose where you'll sit. The right thing to say is something like, "Let's try over there," while pointing to the spot. Believe me, women completely surrender to a man who shows he's in charge of the situation. But unfortunately, most men do the opposite. They let women completely dominate their lives. And I'm not just talking about lack of attitude or assertiveness, but allowing and even wanting their girlfriends to control their lives completely. Telling them what to do, how to do it, where to go, what to eat, what to buy, etc. They practically become their girlfriends' or wives' children. Don't make this mistake, because once the woman sees you as a powerless man, a man who can't make decisions to protect her, it'll be difficult to change that impression. Don't make this mistake. Once a woman sees you as a powerless man, a man who can't make decisions or protect her, it will be difficult to change that impression. The sixth thing is not performing oral on her. If there's one thing 99% of women would like to ask of men, it's this. It's not just about a few minutes of oral before sex, but rather lying down and enjoying your favorite toy without any rush. Many of my friends complain that their partners seem to do it out of obligation. But a man who does it with pleasure and without worrying about time, focusing solely on satisfying his partner, guarantees maximum pleasure for her. So use this skill as if there's no tomorrow. I guarantee she will like it very much and feel much more.